Collecting for retro consoles can be great and rewarding, but sometimes finding those games isn't exactly great. Picking through garage sales, thrift stores, video game stores, and it can be pretty expensive to try to get a lot of these retro games and collect for these retro consoles. As an experiment, I decided to order a couple retro game loot boxes and kind of see some of the games I'd be getting. So I tried to research what kind of games would come in these boxes, and while there's a couple videos up on YouTube, didn't really explain what kind of games I would be getting, so I didn't really get a real answer. So I'm going to start with Retro Game Treasures. It starts at about $50 a month Canadian, and there's a lot of control over what you can do. When you first set up your account, it asks what kind of collector you are. I chose Hardcore because condition is key for me. If it's a CD game, I want the case, I want the manual. If it's a cartridge, like an N64 cartridge or whatnot, I'm not as inclined, but I'm a huge Sega Genesis collector, so I want the game, I want the manual, I want the case, I want all that. So if I'm not getting those, then that's going to be kind of annoying as well. I chose everything but sports. It then asks what kind of themes you like. So based on things like adventure or Disney or whatnot. The only ones I didn't choose were skateboarding and NASCAR because I don't have any interest in those games. And then I went through it very, very thoroughly, added all the games I currently have in my collection, as well as ones that I just have absolutely no interest in. The whole process probably took me a better part of like 2 or 3 hours, because I had to select a lot of games for all various types of consoles that I'm collecting for that I just simply don't want. I also decided this time around to choose that I want PlayStation 1 and N64 games. Namely because I don't want to worry about any others right now. Now, since I was very thorough in the games that I wanted, I also was a little thorough in my wish list. And although some of those games are pretty rare, some of them aren't, so I was kind of curious to see what I'd actually be getting. So, I'm starting with my Retro Game Treasure. The box itself looks pretty cool. Sounds like there's a CD case in there. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It honestly feels like there's maybe 2 games in here. There's not really a lot. So let's open it up and see what I got. Get my trusty knife here. Slit the bottom. And I also, like I said, have no idea what's in this box, so we're going to be opening blind as well. And then I'll kind of point out the box in a minute too. Okay. Oh, sweet! I actually did want this one. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I think that might actually be on my wish list. Awesome. Okay, so far so good. And then we have a case here. Ooh! Oh, wow. That's awesome condition. I wanted this one too, reloaded. It's like near new. Oh, that's actually kind of, I'm really surprised. We have one more game in here. It's not a full one. Oh, wow. Here, guys. Just the disc, but still. That's a really hard to find game. Okay, wow, I'm kind of surprised. I got some stuff I really, really wanted. So the case on the inside has a bunch of like little icons in it, Castlevania, a key, a few extra tips. Wow, Retro Game Treasure actually gave me some really good games that I wanted. Rogue Squadron is worth about $10, give or take, because it's just the cartridge. Reloaded is roughly about $13, being in the amazing condition that it is. It's, that's not bad. And then Air Guys, just for the disc, is worth about $20. So all in all, still came up to about $45, $47, which is pretty close to what I paid for shipping. So I'd say I definitely got my value with these. Oh, look at that, brand new shirt. It's actually 1 week later from the Retro Game Treasure, and my Video Games Monthly package has arrived. So with Video Games Monthly, you can choose how many games you want to receive. 3 games are the same price as Retro Game Treasure, but you can also have plans for 4, 5, and even 10 games a month. You'll still be able to add games to your collection, but only 200 at a time. I'm not sure if that means you could add more at a later date. Currently I have N64, Genesis, PS1, GameCube, and Dreamcast. But these are also the ones I built lists for, so we'll see if there's actually ones that I put on that list of ones that I own. So I did spend a bit of time building those lists, actually including the games I do own, so shouldn't have any doubles in this. This one came in a bubble mailer, whereas the other one is that really cool treasure chest. And then there's also a box here too. Now I've already gotten charged for my next 2 months. That's not too bad. That's kind of cute. For my video game retro treasure, or my retro game treasure and video game monthly. But let's see what we got in this one. Oh, it's still, there it is. It's open. A couple little things. Oh, received 2 free games. I don't know if that includes this one or not. You have received 2 free games. Yeah, so they gave me 2 extra games. Cool. We hope you enjoy your latest box. Let's see what we get. Oh, I feel an N64 game. Sweet. I actually wanted this one. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. So now I have all the Star Wars games for the N64. Nice. Just a straight disc. Grand Theft Auto for the PS1. Not bad. Not one that I really wanted. But, you know, cool nonetheless. So far, not terrible. Oh, interesting. Avatar: The Last Airbender for GameCube. It's in a replacement case, so not an official GameCube case, just in like a straight DVD case. No manual, just the disc. So, okay. Oh, I don't have this game. PGA Golf Tour for the Sega Genesis. At least it came in a case, no manual, but once again, that's not really, it's okay, I guess. Alright, and we have, oh, sweet, Sonic 3. I actually don't have a copy of this. So there we go, I now have a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Despite the fact it's the, the mega hit series, that's still pretty good. So there's another one that I actually legitimately wanted. And that's it, there, so that's the box. Cute. A little more disappointed in this one than I was with Retro Game Treasure, but a couple, decent games. Really happy about Star Wars Racer, really happy about Sonic. The others, not as much. And Sonic 3 is worth the most at $14, with Star Wars Racer being about $9, and then GTA at $6, Avatar and PGA at $5. So altogether, about a value of $39. The fact that I paid $50 for this makes me feel a little, unhappy with that situation. So, although the fact they gave me 2 free games, which is nice, I honestly am not very happy in comparison with the value of these. Like, I'm happy that I got Star Wars and Sonic. Those are games I really, really wanted. The other 3, not so much. At this point, I'm probably going to end up canceling my Video Games Monthly subscription. Even though they gave me more games, the value wasn't worth as much as what I got with Retro Game Treasure. And honestly, the box and design is a lot cooler than what Video Games Monthly does. Well, it's about a month later, and my second Retro Game Treasure box has arrived. First, I also need to say that this video is not endorsed and or paid for by Video Games Monthly or Retro Game Treasure. This was my choice on my own accord, and I paid out of my own pocket, just to kind of see what games I'd be getting. I also have Pumpkin here with me. He's being pretty good. So I also had the creator of Retro Game Treasure reach out to me to let me know that my collection, or at least the collection settings, was making it kind of difficult for them to fill the order. So I had to select more consoles from. Now, only really one slight complaint I have with Retro Game Treasure is they didn't make it clear that I could select more than 2 consoles every month. So I assumed I could only do 2. I did N64 and PS1. To also add in Dreamcast, PS2, and GameCube. So I don't really want to collect for my Genesis using this one just yet, only because I really want the best of the best, and this is kind of going to be my deciding factor if I keep the service or not. So if I'm unhappy with the games I have in this latest box, I might cancel. If I'm happy, then I'm going to keep getting it month after month, but I won't be unboxing every single month. So let's just sort of get into it and see what kind of games I'm getting this time. I also learned from editing some of the previous videos on this not to open the package too close to my computer. I also have to apologize for the sound quality, because I understand that recording with my microphone built into this laptop is not very good. So I promise in my next video or videos, I'll be using far better audio equipment and probably even a better video recorder as well. So I'm going to put this by Pumpkin because he's going to help me. Alright, box is open and I'm not looking. Bubble wrap. Ooh, what's in there? Ooh. Yes! Oh my god, yes! Clay Fighter 63 1/3. I really wanted this game. Oh, that's fantastic. Sweet. So far, Retro Game Treasures always give me the goods. Oh, ooh, what's this? Oh, nice! I got a memory card for my Dreamcast. A brand new one. I didn't even order that. That's awesome. Oh, what's this? And it feels like it's a bigger game. Oh, no, there's a couple games in here, actually. We have... Trying my best not to look. Oh my god, yes! Beautiful Joe! I mean, okay. One slight little complaint. The disc was loose. No manual. But holy crap, yes! I wanted this game. The fuck? I'm like so happy right now. And ooh, oh, I mean, wow, a brand new copy of Siphon Filter Dark Mirror. Oh fuck, like this is awesome. Wow. Okay, so doing a little bit of research, not so much disappointed, but I definitely got my value's worth. So with Clay Fighter 63 1/3, condition of the label's a little worn down, but it's worth about $15, which is still pretty good. Gonna get to my Dreamcast memory card in a second. Beautiful Joe goes for about $15 to $20. That's about like $20 with the manual. But the case is in great condition, so not having a manual on that, I'm fine with. And then Dark Mirror is worth a lot less for a brand new copy than I thought it would. It's about $8 brand new. But, you know, it's kind of cool to have a brand new PlayStation 2 game. I haven't gotten one of those in a really long time. Now, as far as the Dreamcast memory card, it's worth about $15 brand new, so they're still relatively cheap even though they're new. So the kind of interesting and crazy thing about this was I had it in my cart, and Video Game Treasures allows for like some other things. You can buy other stuff like memory cards. I think there's some controllers up there. There's a couple consoles, like clone consoles, and even a Sega Genesis 3. So stuff like that. So I had this sitting in my cart probably since I created my account, and I think they might have seen that and sent this to me, so that's fantastic. Like, I'm actually really happy about that. So all in all, worth about like $53 total, which is once again within what I'm paying for the service anyways. So I'm pretty happy. Yep, I'm going to be keeping my Video Game Treasures subscription. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you want to see more unboxings with far better audio and video quality, let me know. If you just kind of want a Twitter update, I'm cool with that too. So thanks again for watching everyone, and see you out there.